Yo, what up gang? Welcome back to another video. Today I got a pretty cool video coming to you. I want to show you how a billionaire gamer built a pandemic-proof business. Now this is one of the classic make it videos by CNBC. I already know y'all love watching these with me, and we get some big brain information out of these, especially because they literally talk to billionaires out here. Now this one's got a little bit of an extra special place in my heart because the gamer that we're talking about is none other than the creator of Razer. So you can see I'm using a Razer computer right now, and I actually know really nothing about the company aside from they make pretty decent laptops. So I'm 100% sure that I'm going to learn something from this, and I'm sure that you will too. And if you do, make sure that you drop a like on the video. That's always very helpful, and leave me a comment with your thoughts. I respond to like literally every comment because I love talking to you guys in the comments. But without further ado, let's get right into it.
Razer's triple-headed snake trademark is one of the most recognizable logos in global gaming.
Facts.
People tattoo logos on themselves, they get really passionate about it.
The brand's success has catapulted the company's CEO and co-founder, Min Liang Tan, to the top of his country's young billionaires list, earning him a cult-like following in the process. And now, the gaming enthusiast is pivoting part of his tech business to help with the coronavirus relief efforts.
So we are now producing face masks. We are donating up to 1 million globally.
All while more...
They're producing face masks. I mean, this is actually like a year-old video, but kind of crazy. I mean, they're literally a laptop company and they shipped it to producing face masks. What's that about? Let's see.
More people than ever pile onto his platform as they attempt to stay entertained at home.
In recent times with the whole COVID situation, we could see gamer activity just skyrocket. Everyone's stuck at home, and we could see more gamers come online than ever before.
That's very true. I mean, as a gaming company with the whole pandemic, that was probably a blessing in disguise. I mean, it literally boosted every single gaming platform out there, plus e-commerce sales. So like, what a beautiful combination right there.
Singapore-born entrepreneur Min Liang first brought Razer to market with his co-founder Robert Krakoff in 2005. Today, the multi-million-dollar business covers the gaming ecosystem, from hardware such as keyboards and laptops to a global software network with 80 million registered users. The company has even released limited edition products like a car and a toaster, which is currently under development. But when Min Liang Tan quit practicing...
A toaster? Hold up, this is crazy. I had no idea Razer was even planning to go into these range of products. That's kind of ridiculous a little bit because it has nothing to do with gaming. They're just kind of trying to become like a more lifestyle brand, which is kind of funny. And I mean, I kind of respect it. Like I like the idea of having a lifestyle brand, but pretty funny, man. I did not expect this.
The law at Singapore's Supreme Court to embark on a journey of entrepreneurship. His ambitions were hardly that great.
I did the whole go through law school, become a lawyer, practice for a little, but I think all throughout, I've always been a gamer. I've been playing games all the time. And when you're a gamer, you're usually super competitive.
Right.
It's all about, how do I get that competitive advantage? We said, is there a possibility for us to build a better mouse? And all we wanted to do was to be able to compete with the rest of the gamers out there.
So Min Liang and Robert, a fellow gamer, rallied their friends online to create what they dubbed as the world's first gaming mouse, focused on precision and speed.
I think we did this in the very early years of crowdsourcing. I wouldn't even call it crowdsourcing, but I think online we would have friends from a whole variety of different backgrounds, and we got together with industrial designers, mechanical engineers, electronic engineers.
From the
That's interesting. That's actually how I found out about Razer years and years ago, is from the mouses that they make, like computer mouses. And that's actually pretty interesting. I didn't know how much went into developing that mouse. As you see, he mentioned that they literally met with industrial designers, electrical engineers, and all sorts of people to create these mice or mouses. I guess I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But damn, that's pretty inspiring.
humble beginnings of that first mouse was born a whole family of gaming products named after snakes and spiders. But the founders didn't stop at hardware. In the 15 years since, Razer, now headquartered in both Irvine, California and Singapore, has also expanded into producing software and other gaming services.
Essentially, our core business is an entire ecosystem. We've got the hardware piece where we've got peripherals and laptops, and we've got the software platform. So on our software platform, we've got gamers everywhere, using our free software. After creating this hardware and software platform, we said, how do we monetize on top of it? So we created a virtual credit called Razer Gold, which is being used by game companies, streaming services, and we provide them a platform to be able to monetize their digital content. So that's our services business.
It wasn't a bad shout. The games industry has been growing rapidly over recent years to represent the largest segment of the entertainment industry. In 2019, the global games market was estimated to have generated revenues of $148.8 billion.
Damn, yeah, the gaming market is huge. That's actually crazy. What a great opportunity, actually. I really think there's huge opportunities in the gaming industry, clearly.
Up 7.2% from 2018. By 2022, it is forecast to grow to $189 billion. That growth will be led by a rise in mobile gaming, including tablets, which is set to account for almost half of the market.
Today, when we realize that this entire thing is a multi-billion-dollar industry, we go like, wow, it's kind of grown a bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Meanwhile, the recent coronavirus outbreak has seen a spike in the number of people going online as they stay indoors, which Min Liang said could speed up the growth of the industry. So what would be your maybe predictions for what kind of entertainment could look like in 5 years or so?
Ourselves, we are a stay-at-home kind of company where we are taking care of all the gamers who are at home or on the mobile phones and stuff like that. COVID has really accelerated this 5-year plan to a much shorter timeline because everyone right now who's stuck at home is really looking to, how do I be more productive, right, with the work from home? Or over and above, how do I get entertained?
Min Liang wants...
That's so true. I mean, you could actually dissect that into many more things, but productivity, that is like the essence of it. Because, for example, within productivity, people are figuring out, how can I make my work area better at home? How can I get fit at home, cook better at home? I mean, those things all fall under productivity, at least in my opinion. And then how do I get entertained? Like, how can I spend my time and have fun while at home? So he's totally right on that. And I think, as he mentioned, COVID really accelerated the growth of those things tremendously, but it would have ended up that way anyways. So pretty interesting.
Wants to capitalize on that by expanding into a range of entertainment services. Even before the virus outbreak, Razer started acquiring a range of businesses to support that drive, including director George Lucas's audio company, THX. Now, Min Liang is experimenting with cloud clubbing to entertain people stuck in their homes.
Now we're going to be working with clubs to bring their clubs streaming live, to the masses.
Fascinating.
And that's what's happening. We see this ultimate potential convergence to be happening in the next couple of years, probably accelerated with the whole COVID situation at this point of time. But, esports has been massive, and I think especially what's happening at this juncture, you're seeing traditional sports become esports. So we've been pushing this whole narrative of a holistic entertainment kind of experience, completely immersive, and with ourselves as that platform to kind of deliver it.
Min Liang's vision in esports has attracted numerous investors at a time when the industry was still relatively nascent. Over the years, Razer has raised an estimated $175 million from investors including Intel, Hong Kong tycoon Li Ka-shing's Horizon Ventures, and Singapore's state-owned funds GIC and Temasek. In November 2017, the company went public on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, raising $528 million and making Min Liang, then 40, Singapore's youngest self-made billionaire. I spoke to...
Damn, that's pretty crazy. I actually didn't know anything about the founder of Razer. I didn't know anything about Razer prior to this video, so this is pretty eye-opening, and it is really interesting to me seeing these companies reach this level of scale, but while also being like multi-service or multi-product or multi-channel companies. In the last video that I dropped, like a little case study video, which I definitely think you should watch if you haven't already, I saw a brand that was like in the fashion niche, and it was similar to that in the sense that they were also much bigger than just a fashion brand. They were like a full stack brand, and they provided services, distribution deals. Like it was just crazy. They do so much, and it's kind of similar to what Razer is. I mean, as you can see. But I do wonder whether that expansion comes at a price, the price being the lack of focus on their laptops, for example, and making them maybe less quality. I don't know. I guess let's finish the video and see.
To Sahiba Puri, a home and technology analyst for Euromonitor International, to find out more about the industry's rise.
Video gaming has been there in the industry, but the kind of viewership that they've been able to garner in the past few years, it's kind of what is making them go more mainstream. Gaming and esports in itself is becoming an entertainment option.
Right.
A lot of brands and portals are understanding that, and just in the past few years, the level of investment that we see flowing in has increased drastically.
That growth is primarily split between North America and Asia, home to Razer's headquarters and retail stores. In 2019, almost half of global gaming revenues were estimated to have been generated in Asia Pacific, up nearly 7% from 2018. Over a quarter were from North America, up about 8% from the year before. The growth of the gaming industry has attracted major tech players. Last year, Google unveiled a cloud gaming service called Stadia, while Samsung teamed up with a subsidiary of Finnish gaming developer Rovio for a similar service.
Razer is a brand that's synonymous in the esports world. It's one of the pioneers in the field. But we also see a lot of non-endemic brands such as Coca-Cola, Nike, State Farm, Adidas, who are getting behind sponsoring such events and esports in particular. I would say it's quite a pivot from just a few years ago when video gaming was considered to be a very niche category.
Esports, or competitive video gaming, is forecast to become a $1.1 billion industry this year. In 2019, it attracted a global audience of 443 million, of which 198 million were considered enthusiasts. By 2023, that audience is forecast to grow to 646 million, of which 295 will be considered enthusiasts.
That's crazy. That's so big. That means that, at this rate at least, by 2025, we could even see like 1 billion people in the esports audience. That's pretty ridiculous. That's like 1/8 of the whole world. So, wow, that's amazing.
We definitely see mobile gaming and video games in particular, online gaming, experiencing a spike during this time.
Min Liang, known for his characteristic black tea and blue jeans combo and his army of loyal fans, has drawn comparisons to Elon Musk and Steve Jobs. However, his unrelenting work ethic has also given rise to criticism over his management style.
To be able to make things happen, you tend to want to push everyone to their potential, and oftentimes you realize that we are able to do a lot more than what we think we're able to do.
That includes tapping into new industries, such as financial technology. Min Liang now intends to expand its existing payments platform, Razer Pay. It is competing with other giants, including Alibaba's Ant Financial and Grab, for one of 5 digital banking licenses in Singapore.
We see Singapore as a great location. I'm Singaporean. To be able to kind of kick things off. But I think ultimately the vast majority of the youth and where our brand extends to is global. A lot of our digital payments initiatives are actually out of the emerging markets, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Latin America. So from these areas today, we actually have one of the largest offline to online kind of payment networks.
With an arsenal of products and services to its name, Razer today has moved well beyond gaming, positioning itself as a multifunctional youth and millennial brand.
Yeah, clearly. And I think he just mentioned something interesting about emerging markets. There's so much opportunity in emerging markets. So if y'all are from emerging markets, make sure that you don't take that for granted. That could give your business an advantage over other competitors is if you decide to focus on your emerging market, an economy that's starting to flourish. That's huge. That could give you so much momentum to really build like a pretty monstrous business.
But ultimately, Min Liang is proof that you can take the man out of gaming, but you can't take gaming out of the man.
I kind of look at it like a gamer always. It's always about the next challenge, what's ahead. We very rarely look backwards. But still, at the end of the day, it's about fun. We're looking at building a bank, at this point of time, right? Like, what next? But it's this hyper focus on a single group of users, and that's what we're really good at. We build things, we understand the youth, we understand the millennials really well, and we build everything around that single user.
Facts. You got to understand your audience. That makes total sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to some of you guys. Let me know what you think about this video. I definitely found this really, really interesting, and I'm really happy to be able to share this with you guys because, again, It's just the best. It's honestly a dream come true. I love having this little community here where we can learn stuff together. So again, pretty impressive stuff. I mean, obviously, I'm a decent fan of Razer. I've had this computer for like 2 years and it has never really done me wrong, except one time when it broke and they sent me a brand new one. So that was actually pretty clutch. I will say I did appreciate that. So with that said, I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video and I hope that you learned something from it. If you did, drop a like. If you didn't, maybe you can drop me a like anyways. But yeah, make sure you check out the links in the description. And that's it. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.
That's it.